It is a new dawn today, and I'm so happy to share this with you. Did you receive the gift? Did you receive that special gift that you got today? Yes, indeed, you've been given a whole new day. And so it's up to us to live our lives to the fullest and seize this opportunity. We're going to seize it. We're going to carpe diem today. Yes, indeed. Carpe diem. It's a phrase that was coined many years ago by the Roman poet Horace. It literally meant like plucking up the day. And what it has come to mean is seizing the day. Carpe diem. It really means enjoy yourself while you still have the chance. And some people, some people have actually embodied this carpe diem as a way to live, as their philosophy of life. Yes, indeed. And one of the most well-known examples of carpe diem was expressed in the movie The Dead Poets Society. Remember that movie with Robin Williams, where he played John Keating, this remarkable teacher, individualized teacher at a special boys' school? Yes, Robin Williams absolutely was outrageous in the way he dealt with this curriculum. One of the things he did, if you remember the movie, he climbed up on his desk. Reminds me of something Connie would do with her first graders. He climbed up on his desk and he said, "Do you know why I'm here?" And the boys would absolutely suggest things and he'd go, "Wrong, thank you for playing." But what he said was, the world looks different from up here. It doesn't look the same. We need to change our perception. And then he said, "Everybody get up on your desk." So everybody got up on their desk. It was absolutely phenomenal lesson. And then what he did, he told them this fabulous poem by Robert Herrick. And what it said is, "Gather ye rosebuds while ye may. Old time is still a flying, and this same flower that smiles today, tomorrow will be dying." And so what he is encouraging them to do, to find your own meaning, your special meaning in your life, and make your life extraordinary. Yes, you have to look at things from a different way. Yes, indeed. Carpe diem. Ernest Holmes says something really fabulous regarding this new dawn, new day. I'd like to suggest, says Ernest Holmes, that humankind stands now at the very beginning and not at the ending of the human race. We are just now beginning to discover who we are, and what we know. And the answers are tumbling out, and mankind hungrily devours these crumbs of truth that fall from the great table of the infinite mind. He wrote that in Letters from Other Dimensions in 1974. And I'd like to share with you something that has happened to me within the last week or so. I came home from Christmas Eve at about midnight, placed my purse on the couch, got ready for bed, read in bed, and then went to sleep. The next morning, I woke up on Christmas morning and I got dressed. I was going somewhere for Christmas, and I went into the living room, and the first thing I noticed was my wallet was on the table, turned upside down, and I don't remember that. I opened my wallet, there was nothing in it. no driver's license, no cards, no money, nothing. And then I began to look around and I saw, oh my goodness, a lot of things were not there. They were missing. Some of my beautiful Kuan Yins, that gorgeous clock above my mantle, my guitar, and on, things that were missing. And I knew that somebody had broken in and taken those things. So I immediately got busy calling my bank, filing police reports, filing renter's insurance reports, calling the office, having locks changed, because I noticed that the doors to my balcony were ajar. My 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 storage unit was also, the door was ajar. And so I went through all of this. I didn't feel, I was like, wow, I didn't know what I was feeling. I didn't feel anger. I rarely feel anger. I don't know what I was feeling. I was trying to ground myself. So the last few days, I've been doing a lot of reports and everything. And what happened to me 2 days ago was really amazing. By the way, a video was taken of somebody trying to break in another unit where I'm living. The face wasn't clear, but the body was. So anyhow, a few days ago, I was thinking about all of this, and I wasn't upset. All of a sudden, I was inspired to send the perpetrators blessings, really, to send them blessings and to know they probably needed money or something, whatever their lives were. And then something remarkable happened to me all at once. I not only blessed them, but I imbued them with love. I imbued them with love. And whew, I just was so centered and grounded. And
Yeah, Zoom, they added a waiting room.
what I realized was I imbued them with love, and I realized I had been so attached to all of the things that were gone, like the Kuan Yin that had belonged to Albert Schweitzer. And all of a sudden, I realized how attached I was to things, and I let that go. The holy instant would I give to you, O God. Be you in charge, for I would follow you, certain that your direction gives me peace. Yes, indeed. I have recently read an article by Pam Grout where she quoted Buckminster Fuller, and Bucky Fuller said, draw a boundary and then erase it because it's a fragment of your imagination. We are all one. And so when I forget who I am, which happens, I decided and found out that I go out in nature and nature helps me remember who I am. I am the beauty of flowers, the beautiful colors of flowers. I am the strength of trees. I am absolutely part of nature, and nature helps me remember. You know, the song or the hymn that Lisa just sang, Morning Has Broken. And it absolutely emphasizes the purity and innocence of the new morning. You know, many animals like deer and rabbits are very, very busy after dawn. They're very, very busy doing what they do because plants and flowers even open after the dawn. And so what I realized is when I used to teach classes, I would have everybody in the first class just say their name, and the other students in the class would say, you are awesome. And then it would go to the next person. They'd say their name and they would say, we always say, you are awesome. And so I realized that I'm an awesome being. Even when I don't feel that way, I'm awesome. That's something that I am, regardless of how I am feeling for the day. And I know that awesomeness is always percolating inside of me. Ernest Holmes declares, as individuals, we cannot wait for the whole mass of humanity properly to interpret the blueprint of the divine plan, the divine blueprint that enriches us all. So even when I'm upset or in a yucky mood or anything, I realize that I am awesome. And I would like to do a little spiritual breathing with you this morning to emphasize that. As we take deep breaths into the belly that Jean so beautifully stated in our prayer, as we inhale, I want us to think, I am. And as we exhale slowly, I want us to think, awesome. Inhale, I am. To yourself, exhale, awesome. To yourself, inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. So now I am going to tell you some characteristics. And after I say each one, I want you to inhale and think I am, and exhale, think I awesome. I am awesome, awesome. So let us start. I am creative. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I am intelligent. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I am phenomenal. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I'm important. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I am amazing. I am magical. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I am extraordinary. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I am kind. I am authentic. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. I am awesome. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. Wow, that is so awesome. I am going to remember that when I'm conscious and mindful of my breathing. I want to tell you a little story. A long time ago, a guy bought a house, and the house had a bamboo growing near his driveway. And he said, I don't like that bamboo. So he decided to cut it down. Then he took an axe. Yes, he took an axe to the roots of this bamboo until they just were little pieces. He took an axe to the entire root system, and then he poured poison over the root system to make sure it was never going to come back. And taking no chances, he dug a huge hole and then he poured several feet of gravel in that hole. And then, taking no more chances, he paved it over with cement. And 2 years later, something really strange happened. A little green bamboo shoot showed up pushing up through the gravel, through the cement, pushing upward. And we have something like that inside of ourselves. It's our desiring heart. David Brooks wrote that in The Second Mountain, and I want to tell you the poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Flower in the crannied wall, I pluck you out of the crannies. I hold you here, root and all, in my hand. Little flower, but could I understand what you are, root and all in all, I should know what God and man is. Inhale, I am. Exhale, awesome. So I now want to tell you something remarkable about the Chinese bamboo, because nature has a beautiful way of illustrating the growth process. Take the Chinese bamboo, for example. For instance, we plant it, we water it, we fertilize it, and for the first 4 years, I didn't say 4 days, I didn't say 4 months, I said 4 years, there's nothing visible, no visible growth at all. However, during the 5th year, the Chinese bamboo grows 90 feet in 6 weeks. 90 feet in 6 weeks. Wow. 90 feet in 6 weeks. In those first 5 years, had it stopped growing? I don't think so. Although the growth was not visible, it was happening. A tremendous development was occurring during those first 4 years, therefore making it possible for the Chinese bamboo to stand sturdy and secure. It must have really wanted to express itself. In religious science, we say that the spirit within us is God and knows all things, sees all things, hears all things, understands all things, because it is all things. Actually, what we are looking for, we are looking with, because each of us is God individualized. In spiritual mind treatment, it begins with the premise: perfect God, perfect mankind, perfect being. Well, a few days ago, I was talking to Reverend Crystal Bujal, my friend, and she told me something she did recently. She was sitting in her chair, looking out the window at beautiful nature, and she was praying. And when she got to the realization step, she was inspired to bless people. And so she was inspired to bless everybody that she wanted to bless, and she started calling out their names. Well, hours later, Reverend Crystal was still calling out their names, and she said to herself, I'm 87 now. I wonder how many names I'm going to have when I'm 90. And when she was telling me, I was thinking, well, I'm going to be 90 in a little while. And I realized I had 3,600 friends on Facebook. I wondered how many days it would take for me to call out those people's names. And I realized I had come across something that said, why have I incarnated? It wasn't exactly my vision statement, but this is what it said. Why have I incarnated? To heal the sick with my God love. Why have I incarnated? To light up the world with my God love. Why have I incarnated? To inspire others to be their God love self. That's why I've incarnated. So even birds begin to chirp after dawn, and flowers begin to bloom and the world slowly awakens from its slumber. I'm not trying to become anything. I am revealing who I am. And I had recently read an article by Pam Grout where Buckminster Fuller said, draw a boundary and then erase it because it isn't anything. It's a fragment of your imagination. So, in conclusion, today, I'm going to have an acronym. Surprise, surprise. Jean and I just love acronyms. The acronym today is the AAA because the AAA sent a locksmith to change the locks on my car and my keys. And they were so generous during this experience I just had. So AAA. The first A is attachment. How do I look at things that I'm attached to? The second A is attention. Pay attention and know that I am totally protected. Yes, I am protected. And the third A is to be aware of how awesome we are. Yes, indeed. Attachment, attention, and aware of awesomeness. So, in conclusion, I love it. I would like to share a beautiful poem with you called While Praying One Day. While praying one day, a young woman stopped and asked the question, God, who are you? And God replied, I am. But I don't understand, she said. Who is I am? And God replied, I am love, I am peace, I am joy, I am forgiveness, I am compassion, I am patient, I am hope, I am benevolent, I'm omnipresent, I am omniscient, I am the Almighty, I'm strength, and I am safety. I am the creator. I am the Alpha and Omega. I am the beginning and the end. I am the Most High. I am the way, the truth, and the light. I am the answer. The woman listened, and with tears in her eyes, she looked up towards the heavens and she said, now I understand who you are, God, but then who am I? And God tenderly wiped the tears away and whispered, you are mine. Won't you join me in the closing treatment? Let us take a deep breath and think, I am, and exhale, awesome. In this moment of a new day, a new year, a new life, I recognize the blueprint encoded in all of us. I recognize God here expressing in us, as us, and through us, knowing God's omnipresence, everywhere equally present, omniscience, wisdom, and absolutely beautiful knowledge of all types, and omnipotence. The power of God protects us all day and all night. Our physical bodies, I speak my word for everybody in this service, everybody who is listening to it, and all of humanity, knowing that we are such unique and beautiful expressions of God. Our physical bodies are God's body, and every organ, system, action, and function are perfect, whole, and complete. We are recipients of limitless divine abundance because we are expressions of God. We go into our closets and listen lowly to the still small voice of God, inspiring us so that we express inspiration. Our lives are peaceful and harmonious, regardless of what the appearances are. We are expressing God's love, peace, and harmony. And we own that. That is who we are here and what we are here to express. And it is good. It is very, very good. I am so filled with gratitude and grateful to reveal these truths as I release these words into that wonderful law of the universe, which slurps them up and instantaneously manifests them, even as I am now speaking. And so it is. Amen and amen.